Do you want to know how to make this sound? And then turn it into this sound? And then with some very naughty processing, turn it into this sound? My name is Alex Subhuman and I'm here with United Pop Melbourne. Today we're going to be doing some FM synthesis, some wavetable synthesis, some dirty filtering, and some very naughty post-processing. It's what I like to think of as alien noises. Some people call them resampled reeses. Call it what you want. Let's jump in the box and I'll show you how to do it. Whee! Alright, so here is a little ID for you. It's an unreleased Subhuman track. It's going to play along and you'll get to the end of the phrase. And today we're going to be filling in that with some disgusting noises. So there's our ending. And here is one I made earlier. Absolutely hideous, totally disgusting, but also quite lovely. I love ending phrases that way. It's a really nice way to bring in some horrible, yucky sounds and get you ready to get straight back into the next part of the drop. All right, first things first, FM synthesis. Let's grab ourselves basic shape, random phase off, another basic shapes. Right, this one's the sine wave as well, random phase off. This volume goes down, it goes up 1 octave. FM in from 2, let's keep that down for now. Let's grab LFO1 and attach that to our FM. LFO1 is going to be going most of the way up, and we're actually going to take it off of our tempo and we're going to use the seconds option. So this will basically detach it from any kind of rhythms and let it just go completely freestyle with the seconds. I want to be pretty slow. So let's solo this. I want to go up for the beginning and then I want to go down around about here. And then not as high as the first one, just to get a little bit of variation. A little bit faster. So we'll get to catch that last little wom at the end of the bar there. Lovely. Then we're going to chuck on another oscillator. Put this one onto a wavetable. So we're going to cycle down here to postmodern pulse. This is a collection of square waves where the pulse width has been modulated throughout in the wavetable. Think about the square as a house. This will move the walls around, taking away some valued apartment space from your neighbors. 2 voices here. Get that lovely little in the sides. Take LFO1 and we're going to route that over to this way and just bring it up ever so slightly. Maybe even just a little touch. LFO1 is also going to move up this volume, but not the whole way, probably from halfway up a little bit more. And LFO1 is adjusting the volume over there. LFO2, we're going to route this into our wavetable. Our wavetable is going to be cycling through those pulse widths. I want it all up to the top and I want it to cycle all the way down, like this. Let's slow that down to 1 and 1. Sounding pretty cool already. Let's jump over into our effects. Compression. We are going to keep it onto multiband compression. If it's way too high, so let's push up this midband. Off. Bring the volume here down just so we're not clipping too much. A little bit of red's okay, but not too much. Check on some distortion, and we'll put the distortion above our compression. Drive up our soft clip. Just about there will be lovely. Let's jump back into our voices section and bang on our filter. What's the best filter? It is, of course, the Dirty 24. Find a nice spot. Bring down this Q. Make sure we've selected our other voices. You want it just where it's not super audible, like you're taking away a lot of those harmonics. A little flare. Drive. Excellent. So, you might be like, hey, that was sounding pretty cool. Why have you turned it all to a little filtered mush now? We're going to use our pitch bend here, put it up to 1 octave, so 12 semitones, and then now have a listen to this. Ooh. Sounding pretty cool, but we're not quite there yet. Let's take another LFO, number 3, slap that onto our filter cutoff, so we're moving that around. Fast. Let's actually go on to seconds again, so taking it away from a set rhythm. This is moving far too much. on the edge of not being quite right. And there you go. Moving this around now will give you a very nice little pod racing feeling. Absolutely lovely. Very, very nice. Very, very dirty. Very, very naughty. That is stage 1. We will draw in some pitch bending. Yes, we are certainly pod racing now, or flying in a UFO. Pretty good. You could call it a day there. You could slap on an amp, maybe a bit of a rock. Job done. Pack it up. I'm going to show you how to make it very, very yucky with a very weird, filtered, alien, phasey sound. Let's slap on a bunch of EQs alongside our wonderful LFO tool. Turn this into a notch, because notch is the key to alien weirdness. Map, filter cutoff. This is too far, so let's take our depth down. And there we go. We're going to group these up. Within this group, we'll duplicate, make some more. Make sure that this one is on that one. And then we're going to speed this one up. Change the depth. Then we're going to duplicate these ones. And then we're going to slow this one right down. Offset so it starts here and have a very low depth. So between the 3, we're getting a lot of weird alien mushy noise. There you go. Option number 2. How cool is that? Before we move on, we've taken away quite a lot with all this filtering. So let's just slap on an EQ here. Around this mid band here, let's push that up and then try and entice any highs out. Without it. And that sounded pretty good as it is. If we unsolo this and play the break. It does the job not too badly, but it's a little bit quiet. So, very naughty time. Let's slap on some multiband dynamics. We wouldn't be making dance music if we weren't using OTT. So let's bang it on. And let's bring the time down. So time is kind of like a macro knob for your attack and releases. I kind of think about it as one sort of smooths things out and one promotes transients. Smoothed out or more transient heavy. I think I like this version. Bring your mount down a little bit. Don't go too crazy. Now let's chuck in some pitch modulation. We've got this lovely plug-in here called Shifter. And let's have a listen to the different pitches. Usually a 5th or a 7th up sounds quite nice. Sounds pretty good already. 7th. 9th. I'm going to go 9th today. I like that. Now to make it sound even weirder, we have this window option. Now, as far as I can tell, this is pretty much like a type of granular synthesis and you're moving around your grain sizes. That might not be true, but that's what it sounds like to me. So we get a very nice comb filtery type sound here. That's awesome. That's a very good option. Or we can smack it the other way. You get a very cool delayed effect. When we're doing very weird comb filtery stuff and moving around pitches, it's always a good idea to chuck on mono. We want to make sure these bits we're adding in aren't messing up our stereo image or causing any phase cancellation between the two halves. That's sounding good to me. We're in the clear. We can now automate this dry wet to give the very end of this phrase an extra special touch. Lovely! I would also probably at this stage bang on a little bit of reverb just to send it off. And again, automate it. Yeah, it's a bit quiet, glue compressor. I'll chuck that this side of the reverb. And we're just going to dial in a little touch of compression. Bring the makeup up. Oh, we actually had a lot of space to play with there. Lovely. Lovely. Absolutely disgusting, but very, very delicious. If you wanted to do one more thing, because why not at this point, bang on an auto filter, and you would probably introduce that reese sound coming in from around about here. Lovely, absolutely lovely. That's it. We're done. That's all we need to talk about. Let's not make it too long. Bye-bye. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.